Happy Sunday, y'all. Walk around video this morning on this 2007 Ford F250 Lariat. It's a crew cab short bed, 6.0 diesel with 148,000 miles on it. This truck is studded, so ARP head studs, bulletproof EGR cooler. Other than that, completely stock intake, stock exhaust. You can tell that the work was more than likely just done preventatively. We just got the truck back from Ford. At Ford, what was done. So when we got the truck, it had some stored codes, like injector codes. So it turned out that the truck needed a FICM. So we went ahead and replaced the FICM with the updated OEM Ford factory FICM. And then it was leaking a little bit of oil from the oil pressure sensor. So we went ahead and had that replaced, as well as fuel filters and an oil change while it was there. Truck runs and drives awesome. Has no leaks, has no issues at all. California truck, I believe it's a 2-owner truck, I want to say. I have the Carfax for it as well, though, for anybody who is interested. So as always in this video, I will point out any blemishes, cosmetically speaking, that I am aware of, and go through the functionality of everything on the truck, as well as take it for a little drive. So this truck, paint-wise, is like really pretty darn good. There's something kind of weird going on this bumper cap. Not really sure what it is. It's like clear coat fading, I guess. And that's kind of on it across the board here. Worse on the driver's side, though, than the passenger side. It doesn't really have any dents or scratches on it. The body's pretty clean. The tires are pretty much like new. They're Firestones 265 7017s. Looking for a date code here, but I can't find it. But they don't have any kind of like cracking or issues or anything like that. Ford factory windshield. It's a little, has some condensation on the inside right now because the truck came out of detail yesterday and I forgot to leave the windows cracked overnight, so it condensated a tiny bit. Got a little scratch here. Roof is in great shape. Clear coat overall is in excellent shape. It's got a nice set of airbags on it as well. No fifth wheel hitch, no rails, no gooseneck, no nothing like that. It's all, the bed's totally untouched. Real decent and clean under there. It's not all dented up or anything. If I had to guess, this bed liner has probably been in the truck its entire life. Bumper's clean. It's got rear sensors, parking sensors. It's really clean inside and out. Underneath here, like California truck, no rust of any kind, no body cancer, no oil leaks. Try to get a better view of the oil or trans pan and oil pan. It's got the chrome mirror caps, which is, I think, a nice touch. I do also, as always, have this door code for whoever buys it. It's got 2 keys and 1 clicker. Power seats work as they should, of course. Kind of typical stuff for the interior. This is, coming up just a little bit. Could use to be glued back down. Like I've said before, if you use some strong glue and you put something heavy on it, you can glue it back down. Headliner's in clean shape, not saggy or anything like that. Rear seats, no rips or tears or anything. Leather's nice and soft. It's not hard and cracking. Get up on the roof here. Roof also in great shape. No clear coat fading or anything like that. I'm gonna start doing this too on these videos. So this is the door sticker. It's manufactured 5 of 06, but it is an 07 model truck. There's the VIN there. You can see that the GVWR, which is basically the weight of the truck and what it can carry in the bed, total is 10,000 pounds. But the actual tow rating on the truck, I believe, is 15,000 pounds on top of that. I could be wrong, but I think that that's what the tow rating is. So let's go ahead and fire her up. We'll go through the functionality of all the electronics. And I'll pop the hood and I will pull the oil cap and I'll show you the cooler and the studs if I can. Turn the AC off here. As you can see, the truck's nice and cold. As always, it's a very short drive. For any prospective buyers, I'm more than happy to send you a quick cold start video after it had sat overnight. Truck it starts perfectly. It doesn't have any issues at all whatsoever. So yeah, as you can see, 148,324 on the miles. Start by putting it in four-wheel drive here. Sometimes it takes a second. There it is. Down into neutral, into 4 low, out of 4 low, back up into park, and out of 4x4. All right, so stereo.
Installed with precision and backed by a lifetime warranty. We promise quality you can.
All stock, but it does work. Air conditioning, I was just using it. It's nice and cold. Blows on every setting. The steering wheel controls do also function. Okay. And turn that back off. Trailer brake controller. And the gain all function. The parking sensors do work, and it had like a weird crazy phone mount thing going on. I took that off, but it's here in the center console if anybody does actually want it. Clean underneath here. It's got these aftermarket mats in it, not my favorite. If it were up to me, I would go with a set of Husky liners. They're just as good as the WeatherTech mats, but they're a little bit cheaper. They don't cost as much money. So let's see what else here. Let's test the windows. All right. Good news is this is not a power rear window truck. It is a 3-pane window, but it's a manual window. I prefer that to the electric ones. The electric ones tend to not be incredibly reliable, if I'm being honest. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop that hood and check out what we got going on under there. It always gets kind of hard to hear me here. I think I probably should invest in a better mic setup for the future. But we've got the upgraded degas bottle, okay? As you can see, it's at its correct level here. It's got poured gold in it. Go ahead and pull that cap. No pressure being held there, okay? Now, this is an aftermarket cap. It's not a Ford cap. If it were me, I'd spend the $11 and put a Ford cap on it. They're better and more reliable. But the most important thing about looking at this is making sure it doesn't have anything yucky on the bottom, and it passes the smell test. It doesn't smell like anything other than coolant, which is good to go. Nothing floaties, nothing nasty in the degas bottle. As always, I don't detail engine bays. If I do a video and the engine looks clean, it's because whoever I got it from cleaned the engine bay. I never clean them. No blow by at all whatsoever. You can see that the charge boots are nice and clean and not oily and gross. Bulletproof diesel EGR cooler as stated. Now I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to zoom in on the ARP head stud, but it's hard to see because it's down here in the valley, so I'll do my best to point it out. But that's where it is. Okay. Let's take her for a drive. So yeah, this truck all stock on the intake and exhaust, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. So you see that the upgrades were done that needed to be done, but the truck wasn't like abused or put through any kind of like, you know, let's say teenager style driving. I always like to see them like that because obviously somebody did care and did the preventative maintenance in order to keep the truck on the road and doing good. Steering is nice and tight, no play in the steering at all. The truck has plenty of power. It's a 35 mile an hour speed limit here in my neighborhood, so try to keep it as short as possible, but it does great. It pulls really nice. It steers nice. It stops nice. You know, one thing I know about 6 liters that I've figured out over time is just like they're all kind of different, and sometimes some are more powerful than others. Couldn't tell you exactly why that is. Some has to do with the FICM tune. Some has to do with just the current software that's in the computer of the truck. And you know, as far as stock trucks go, right? So yeah, it's interesting for sure when you see differences between all the other trucks that are out there. This one's a good one. It's got good power. It is definitely a nice driving truck. So as always, so first of all, the price on this truck is $20,000. Okay, that's out the door, including tax, license, and registration in the state of California. If you are out of state within reason, that's including shipping. I just remembered I forgot to test the tow haul, so I'll put the tow haul on just so you guys can see that works. So yeah, including shipping within reason. You know, obviously if you're like in Alaska or something like that, then, you know, we'll have to talk about it. But if you watch this video, you want more information, feel free to reach out to me. 951-704-2804 is the best way to reach me. You can also follow us on Instagram, dynamicrides_. You can get us there very easily. If you like the truck, you want to leave a deposit on the truck. Our deposit is $500, at which point the truck is held and considered sold. And then we work out the rest of the details to get it either shipped to you or have you come and pick it up. If you want any other information, more photos, more than happy to do that for you. You guys are seeing my really crappy one-handed parallel parking skills here. But yeah, great truck, super nice color combo, nice paint, nice interior. It's bulletproofed, ARP studs, EGR cooler, or bulletproof EGR cooler. Hasn't been tuned, hasn't been exhaust and intake haven't been modified. Overall, really nice stock truck. Any questions, feel free to reach out. Appreciate everybody who watches, likes, and comments our videos. Look forward to the next one.